Hello, and welcome back to my, I guess it'd be a Let's Play series on Edgewater, Saskatchewan. Today, we're going to pick up where we left off last time. So we only managed to harvest part of Field 1 because Field 1 is absolutely massive and I didn't want to have to try and edit down an hour and a half of footage, even though I'm going to try and knock out the other part today, which is going to be a, well, I missed a chunk. It's going to be a significant chunk of time that I'm going to have to devote to this. I'm not walking all the way over there. So today, like I said, what we're going to be doing is we're going to finish baling up this portion of the field. Then we're going to go to the other half over here, just to the left. We're going to harvest that up. And if we have enough time left and I'm not going to burn up too much episode time, we're going to bale all that up, and we're going to try and sell all the bales from both sides. Ideally, that's going to be enough for us to perhaps get a decent fertilizer spreader and a few other things that we need. And if not, no big deal. Sorry, I'm trying to cut out the uhs and ums this episode. I know it's more professional sounding when, you know, a content creator doesn't go constantly. So I've got a little cheat sheet on my screen next to me, and it for one, it's not really working to help me cut down the uhs and ums, because that's just who I am. But I'm looking over at it, trying to figure out, you know, roughly where in my timeline I am currently and what I should be doing or saying next, and that's causing me to completely blank out, worse than uhs and ums. But I do have a question for you guys. What is your preferred style of video? I mean, do you like watching Let's Play series? Do you like Let's Play with, you know, commentary, intermittent with either montages or time lapses, or do you prefer just straight up time lapse footage like my other series? Let me know down in the comments what your preferred series style is, and I can perhaps gear my channel more towards that, though this is the type of format that I would like to continue to pursue, which is either full-length Let's Plays, where I show absolutely everything that I'm doing, or like last episode, Let's Plays intermittent with a time lapse or two. And in this one, I'm going to be shooting for 3 time lapses total, ideally for a total time of 6 minutes of time lapse throughout the entire video. I just hope that it's enough, and if it's not, then perhaps I'm going to have to do some off-screen work, so you're not having to watch me work on one field for 3 episodes straight, because I'm sure that'd be slightly less than entertaining, though I'm doing my best to be entertaining myself. I'm new at this, but I'm getting rid of the old college try. Yeah, if any of you guys are wanting to know what tractor this is, it's the John Deere 70 7X30 series, so 71, 2, 3, whatever. 30J series. It's on the in-game mod hub. It's a crossplay mod, and you can set it up to have the row crop duals like this with the narrow front with hubs. Absolutely phenomenal tractor, and the interior sounds pretty solid too, if I do say so myself. It's got that just faint whine that this series of tractors actually has, plus the rumble of the exhaust right next to the cab. It's a very well done mod. But with all that being said, I think about now is when I'm gonna cut to the first time lapse and see if I can't get the rest of this build up and perhaps even start making a start on the other half of the field with the harvester. I will see you guys in hopefully 2 to 3 minutes. And we're back. I was not even able to get a full headland in after bailing within a approximately 2-minute time lapse. This field's big. It's not even so much that it's big, it's just that it's so awkward to go around. And that's part of why, like, all of those trees right there and all of those ditches and waterways over that way, I'm planning on trying to clear those out to open this field up a bit to make it a little bit easier to harvest, a little bit easier to plant, and just even with more land being farmed, I believe that it'll be quicker overall. But now that I'm back, I wanted to ask you guys what your opinions are on, you know, the direction I should take this series. I know that last time I said that I'm going to do a buy the map challenge, and that's still the ultimate goal. But, you know, should I stick with a pure farming approach, just plant crops, harvest them, sell them, try and buy the next field to plant, harvest, and sell more? I had the thought to go and do, you know, a big cattle ranch, you know, big sky country style, kind of like the big Montana ranches. That's an option. I'm not a huge fan of them, but if you guys would like to see some productions, I can probably build some productions and see about getting some of those up and running, and you guys can see those at work to earn us more money to buy the map. You know, we can do one of each, or if you have another idea, let me know down in the comments and I can consider it. And if I believe that it'd be, number one, fun. I play this game for fun, and if I'm not enjoying myself, you know, I'm not gonna play. And lately I've been getting a little bit burnt out, particularly with the live stream series, because I don't have time to live stream as much as I would like. So I've been doing a little bit of just straight recording on the map as well, and I'm like 44 hours into that save now, and it's starting to get a little bit stale to me. So I mean, I have to, if I'm gonna put out good content, I have to have fun. Man, I'm just sitting here thinking how big this field is for the size of map that this is. Although on a multiplayer save that I have with a buddy of mine, oh, saving the game, I plowed both field 8 and 5 together and removed all of the waterways, that bit in the middle, and all of the trees along this side. It is an absolutely unbelievably large field. I'm using the largest honeybee header on my combine, and I'm using the Seed Hawk air drill to seed the field. And even with huge implements like that, I mean, I could go bigger with the air drill, I know, but even with huge implements like that, it takes hours to do each individual stage. So no, I'm not going to do that on this playthrough. I don't know that I'm going to combine any fields. I might alter fields within themselves, but I don't know that I'm going to combine fields at all. Most are large enough as is. Oh, I'm missing stuff now. That's no bueno. Get back to 90 degrees. Anyway, while I've got you guys trapped here, I know, rude of me. I wanted to ask you, you know, when you go on YouTube and look for gameplay of Farming Simulator, what type of gameplay do you guys go on there and look for? Do you look for, you know, a Let's Play series, kind of like I'm doing here, or do you look for a Let's Play series where you see every single bit of the action that, you know, the creator does on that save, down to the smallest detail, maybe with a few cuts here and there? Or, you know, like this I mentioned earlier, where this one, it's going to be, you know, segments of me talking with segments of time-lapse interspersed in there. Or, you know, do you search time lapses? And, you know, as far as my content is concerned, which would you prefer to see me make? You know, I can do all Let's Play, all time lapse, or, you know, do one series of each, kind of like I'm starting to do now. You know, the possibilities are there to put out the content that I believe will be best received. And I can't look at my analytics yet on, you know, which series is going to be better for the channel, because I've only put out one video of a Let's Play, so I can't accurately compare it to, you know, a time-lapse series quite yet. Well, I'm able to make it all the way around this field on one grain tank. That is wild. I'm gonna shoot back up this way real quick so that I've got a place where I can pull in pretty easily with the grain cart and get under my auger. Speaking of, I'm gonna scamper over and grab that guy real quick. Get over there and get myself emptied before I head back off for another extremely long lap around that field. Yeah, that's gonna be priority number one. And I don't even know if I'm gonna sell it all. I might just go nuts with a forestry mulcher and just knock out all the trees and get rid of them and level it all out. Because at this point I'm just over the shape of this field. Because I mean, look at this. This is just, there we go. You can see the harvested section. It is just never ending, especially once you round this corner. It is forever before you get back up out of this section down here. Just insane. I love this map, but the map creators were evil with the shape of this field. And unloading. Go ahead and kill the engine on that. I love this grain cart, or auger wagon, whatever you'd prefer to call it. Kilbros, nice bright orange color, insanely fast unload rate, and a pretty big size for what it can hold. But I think as soon as this guy gets emptied, I'm probably going to shoot off into another time lapse here. And then I'll come back and we can chat a little bit more. And then possibly after that, do one more time lapse if I have time to wrap up the field. And if not, I guess we'll start knocking out the rest of this field again next time. Anyway, I will see you guys in just a little bit. And we're back. Yeah, this field is taking longer than I remember it taking. And mind you, This is with a 12.5 meter header. It's not exactly like I'm out here, you know, trying to go at this with a little 6 meter header from one of the starter combines from one of the base game maps. No, this is a big combine with a big header and a big grain tank. And for just no more than I've done, I'm already at 1.2 hours on the clock for this combine. And I think I've decided, I've been recording for a little over 50 minutes now, that I'm probably going to end up doing one more episode on this harvest, between harvesting and baling and selling the bales. That actually, with the size of this field, might end up being a whole nother episode. And then after that, I can start implementing what your guys' thoughts are on, you know, should I do more off-screen stuff to expedite things a little bit so you can see a little bit different things in each episode, rather than 3 episodes of similar content, or just is watching me do this sort of stuff entertaining enough as is? But while I'm waiting for this to unload, I guess I can ask, you know, what type of equipment would you prefer to see me play with? I mean, on a map of this size, I don't know that I could really do too much in the way of vintage equipment, but do you guys prefer to see vintage equipment, or would you prefer, you know, more modern classics like what I'm using in this playthrough? Or do you want to see me go to just straight up modern equipment as fast as I can? Because if that's the case, that can be another goal for the series, is, you know, modernize my vehicle fleet instead of having this, I don't even know what this is, 9860 STS. You know, I could go to, you know, a big bad X9, or even, you know, an S series combine. Or I can even make the jump over to Red Team, even though I'm a bit of a John Deere fan, especially as I'm on console still currently. And there's a lot more high quality John Deere mods out there. I don't know, let me know what you guys think about, you know, what type of equipment you'd like me to use down in the comment section. I suppose while I wait for about an hour to roll around here, or, you know, until I finish up, you know, these next few thoughts that I'm going to have, I guess I can tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a construction superintendent is my day job. I've currently been off of work since November with a back injury. Take care of your backs, that's all I'm going to say. Back injuries are not a good time. I do not recommend them. As far as the channel goals go, you know, I'd really like to at least be a little bit reasonable here. I know everyone's goal is to eventually make money, and, you know, that's my goal too. But right now, I would really just like to hit 100 subs. I mean, that'd be huge for me. I think I'm at 23, 24 subs right now. Actually, I can tell you right this second, I just gained another sub. I am at 25 subs now, which is pretty amazing. But, you know, 100 subs and getting comments from, you know, several different people on every video, you know, I can interact with more people and get more input. That'd be my next big goal, and I would love to see that on my channel. And, you know, moving on from that, one of the reasons why I love this game is, you know, I grew up in a farming town. I grew up around agriculture, and my parents didn't own a farm, but my family members, it'd be my cousins, I guess, my dad's cousins. They owned a farm that I worked on quite a bit, you know, several thousand acres of arable farming, mainly corn and soybeans, with probably about 600 acres in hay, which was a alfalfa, clover, and timothy grass mix, because we would raise cattle, and we contracted to raise cattle from, you know, X weight to X weight. Normally it'd be from about 6 months to 12 months old, so we would only have them for 6 months, and then we'd load them up on trucks, send them out, and get a new batch in. No dairy work for me. I've done a little bit with hogs, but as far as my agriculture experience goes, you know, that's about the extent of it. We ran almost all John Deere equipment. We had some older white stuff too, but we were a John Deere farm. The first tractor I learned how to drive was a John Deere 4020, and from there, you know, I drove a 4440 a lot. That was our main haying tractor for many years before we eventually upgraded and modernized to a 7810. Yeah, that's my agricultural experience, and if you have any, please let me know. I always love to hear about that and see that in various different comment sections. How many people that play this game actually have worked in agriculture in real life. Yeah, I was planning on doing another time lapse, but seeing as I've been recording for as long as I have, I think I'm going to finish up this last little bit right here, unload, and then I think I'm going to call it an episode, perhaps. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it after this. Yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, you know, please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you really enjoyed it. I'm not going to beg for it, but if you do enjoy my comment and you want to see more, please feel free to subscribe. On that note, I will see you guys next time. Take care.